I think there's a premium for compounding quality, and that's what I think Nike is. We upgraded the stock to an overweight back in December of 18. You had a 20% pullback at that time. But I think what's interesting here, you've had almost a 10% pullback in the stock. And the reality is the stock's trading at a 1.5 peg to our multi-year mid to high teens earnings growth algorithm. But that's an algorithm that the company's managing to the bottom line. They're beating on revenues, they're beating on gross margin, and they're reinvesting the gross profit dollars. Said differently, this company could be earning a lot more on the bottom line. You're going to hear from the new CEO this week, and we're going to see some of the new product that's really the backdrop for the next 2 years. So I think there's a lot of reasons to still be optimistic about Nike from here.
Sure. That said, your price target, I believe, is $111. Then that's only $10 upside from here. It's not nothing, but why not set your sights even higher?
Yeah, look, I want to see some of the new product this week. I think what's interesting is this is the first showcase of product that the company's been talking about in terms of doubling their innovation budget, their budget on R&D 2 years ago. So this is the first time that we'll see it. I think we'll also hear a lot about some of the launches around the Tokyo Olympics. That'll be a nice catalyst towards the end of this year and early next year. We will also have the opportunity to first meet John Donahoe, the new CEO coming in. I think the theme is going to be acceleration, but I want to learn some of the things that he's going to be focused on over the next couple of years as he takes the helm. So 111, I think, is step number one. But then beyond there, if you apply a 2 peg, we'll be talking about a stock in well over $130, which that's another nice 30% return on Nike.
So 2 questions, Matt. The first one is about coronavirus and whether you think Nike's manufacturing operations are sufficiently diversified to blunt whatever impact there might be from the virus. And number 2, does Nike really have any competition?
So on the first part, in terms of China, look, it's a fluid situation. The lateral companies that we've spoken to so far, I think on the sourcing front, things remain on track. So we've yet to hear of a tremendous amount of disruption. I think, for Nike, they're pretty diversified globally. They have preferred vendor status also globally. The ports are open. So while from an air freight perspective, that would be an issue, that's more of a chase dynamic. So for right now with the ports open, I think the sourcing side is intact. I think on the China consumer front, look, the middle class is rising, sport is rising. Nike's growing digital globally over 30% at an over 30% clip. And digital in China actually outpaces the world, having just launched their app in December. So I think there's some micro dynamics that sets Nike apart in China right now.
And quickly, Matt, it's a delicate issue, but their Kobe Bryant product got a lot of attention the past week, obviously. What do you think the company should do about that?
Look, it can only be aside, obviously, it's a terrible event for Nike and the opportunity. There's obviously a franchise there. It's a franchise that could be larger. I think it brings a lot of eyes to the world of basketball. I think the NBA All-Star Game now becomes even a bigger catalyst, and it ties into some of the new products, some of the launches, a lot of the innovation that Nike has coming. So I think it could be a nice opportunity for Nike to capitalize on very strong product franchise and an overall halo effect on the brand right now.